When was the last time you had fun? I'm not asking the last time you played a game of CS or Apex. I'm not looking for the last cool movie or TV show you watched. I'm asking about the last time you honestly had fun. When was the last time you were so encapsulated in the pure, unadulterated enjoyment of an activity that you lost all sense of yourself, time, and the world around you? Passing fun is always available to us. We can always thumb through Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, and the like. You can always veg out in front of the TV. There are always mind-numbing games available to us, but we seek these meager entertainment outlets to stray off boredom, not for fun. For example, in the last few weeks, I can perfectly identify a few moments that were unequivocally fun. I had a ton of fun learning how to play Lethal Company with Jared, and I've also really enjoyed playing through single-player Tarkov. As always, I have unimaginable fun playing shitty games with a gang and making an absolute mockery of the void shot.
I'm not going to McDixon. You already took you to no.
I, like the rest of my peers, sometimes struggle to find time for fun. Home ownership, work, family and friends, work really take a lot of time for me. As such, moments of fun are that much more enjoyable and meaningful to me. My memory of my early college years will more or less be defined by the fun that I found within them. Or better yet, the fun that found me. When I was a sophomore in college, my mom babysat my two younger cousins during the work week. As if the stars had aligned, my class schedule and work schedule left me free on Friday mornings. As such, I got to spend every Friday morning with my two cousins. One of my cousins was really too young to do anything that I wanted to do or could do with him, so I spent most of my Friday mornings with the eldest of my two cousins. For fear of him finding this when he gets older, actually, he'll probably find it now. I'll call him Pickle, after one of the cartoons we used to watch together. Pickle was really too young to play any of the games that I owned, so instead he watched and interacted through my own playing. We explored Hyrule together in the Breath of the Wild. He enjoyed hunting the moose and wolves near the Snowfield stable. We played Simple Planes, Sid Meier's Trains, Open TTD. He even got to sit through my modded Minecraft playthroughs. You name it. As long as the game was relatively tame, non-violent, and generally appropriate, Pickle and I would have tons of fun playing it every Friday morning. The most memorable game that Pickle and I played was Euro Truck Simulator 2. I had played Euro Truck Sim prior to Pickle playing with me, including the Truckers MP with Mike and Dave. However, when I played the game on my own, it wasn't really fun, not as I defined fun earlier. Enjoyable, yes. A fun way to BS with friends and pass the time, yes. A game to enjoy while blasting away to music and podcasts? Totally. A purely fun game on its own? Not exactly. Trucking Fridays changed all of that. I'd exhausted pretty much my entire library of pickle-appropriate games. Inspired by the Yogscast Trucking Tuesdays, in a dire attempt to find something that would have lasting fun power, I introduced Pickle to Euro Truck Sim. He loved it. We would work together to spec out our truck, choose our destination, and what we were going to haul. I taught him to look out for police, speed traps, and other possible ticket dispensers. I told him that the speed traps were communist robots and that they were put on this planet to steal our money. He came up with elaborate plans for tearing down speed traps with chainsaws and backhoes that I obviously encouraged. He was my co-pilot after all. Pickle showed me that it was the total adventure of a trucking run that was fun, not just the gameplay that Euro Truck Sim provides. Each small story of narrowly missing other cars, big rigs, and school buses going up or down off-ramps and ass farts too quickly, and of course jackknifing the truck at every possible opportunity comes together to make a story that is greater than the sum of its parts. Pickle and I were true tarmac cowboys. We went as fast as our shitbox truck would take us. We blasted through every red light and roadblock, and we did everything in our power to avoid paying tolls and paying for gas. It was the dream. Eventually, Pickle grew up and started going to school on Fridays, and even though he left, I still found myself drawn to trucking Fridays. In fact, as a big boy adult with big boy spending money, I ended up buying a steering wheel and pedals to enhance my trucking adventures. I started enjoying trucking solo, listening to music and podcasts as I trucked across Europe and eventually the US with American Trucking Sim. I loved the simple yet compelling gameplay. That is to say, I love finding all the ways to break the game. Driving at maximum speed in the breakdown lane, completing no-look maneuvers, and using opposing lanes as traffic to pass slow drivers. I mastered my craft. As my hours in the game increased and my bank account ballooned, my enjoyment of the game slipped away. You can only haul so many loads before you lose your goddamn mind. I don't really play Trucking Sim that often anymore. Every few months I'll get the itch, but the golden era of trucking has passed for me. I played SnowRunner with friends last year, and since then I have done no trucking. Until this video, that is. The moral of the story here is to never judge a book, or more aptly, a video game, by its cover. Both trucking sim games do not seem very interesting at the surface level, yet they are some of the best games I've played to date. I've become lost in the personalized story and adventure of trucking far too many times to count. These games have defined and redefined fun for me over and over again. Without question, I see myself getting sucked into trucking again someday, most likely in VR. Try new things, explore new game genres you wouldn't normally try, make your own adventure. This has been Tyler. Don't forget to wear your seatbelt.